Good evening, everybody. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And while I'm waiting for people to realize that I'm here getting those notifications, let me give you the introduction that I always give. Like I said, I'm the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And what that means is I'm the first activist to fight specifically and strategically to end what's called colorism and darkism. In 1998, I created the first movement in history, the first movement in history to fight against colorism and dark skin discrimination. A lot of people done tried to challenge me on this, but they've never been able to produce evidence that there was another movement to fight to end colorism before I created dark skin activism. No one else can prove it. Okay. So what does dark skin activism consist of me doing? Dark skin activism consists of me writing books about dark skin and colorism and what I call darkism, writing plays about dark skin and colorism, and doing what I call darkism tours. And that's me going around the country. This is what I've been doing for years. Before anybody online came and talked about dark skin or colorism, I've been touring around the country doing or performing on what I call the Dark Skin Activist Tour. The Dark Skin Activist Tour simply consists of my play called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. It's a one-woman show where I play 5 different characters. And after I perform that play, then we do a darkism discussion or a darkism talk. And that's where I'll do an audience talk back where I get feedback from the audience about the issues covered in the play regarding darkism. And I started this movement from scratch before anybody talked about colorism or dark skin. It came out of my own personal experience being a dark-skinned Black woman. And it was before social media. Dark skin activism existed before social media. In fact, in 2010, I brought the first colorism channel to YouTube. There were no colorism channels or anybody talking about it before that. My books include How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, and that book is the first motivational book ever written for dark-skinned females. My other books include Token Dark Girl, the It Dark Girl of the Moment, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge, and that I have the book version of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge and also the play version of A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And my other book includes Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. You can find my books at my website or on Amazon. You can also go to my website and download a free ebook copy of my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. I mean, go to the website and download the book and read it. Darkism is fire. I mean, you're going to love reading that book. It's helped so many people. Again, the title of the book it's called Darkism. Darkism. That is the name of the book. Now, I'm also, let me finish with the introduction. So in 2010, I brought the first colorism channel to YouTube, and I went viral. It took a number of years for people to start to know what dark skin activism was, and I had to keep making videos, I had to keep talking, and I had to keep doing my thing with my touring. But 2015 was the year that things really popped off. Now, mind you, I've been doing this since '98. It took a long time, long progression. But in 2015, I do colorism counseling, or what I call darkism counseling. Some people might call it colorism counseling. And I have been doing this, again, before anybody on YouTube or social media started talking about colorism. And I was doing this for free for a long time. And it's one of the clients that I was working with, she asked me how I felt about Kendrick Lamar's new mate. And I went to my Facebook page and I made my statement. And the statement went viral to millions. And for the first time, Black people started to pay attention to colorism and dark skin online, because I made them do it. And they were shocked because they were like, they couldn't believe that I was speaking in the way that I was speaking about it, because it's the big elephant in the room that nobody wanted to discuss. And people began to mock me for calling myself the dark skin activist. And I was even made Donkey of the Day by Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm telling you the history of how the colorism conversation came online. And then after all these people mocked me and talked all kinds of ill manner against me, they then started plagiarizing and stealing from my platform. At that time, I was giving away my book, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, for free. I was giving it away on my website. People went there and stole content and ideas from that book. People came to my videos and stole. They just was stealing all over YouTube. So then you started to see people that never talked about colorism previously. After I blew up and the world started to know what dark skin activism was, because I called out Kendrick Lamar, and that's the thing that made it go viral. Then people on YouTube that never talked about dark skin, they never talked about dark skin, they never talked about colorism, they only talked about Black issues. They heard about me through this viral post because it went viral to millions on YouTube. And like I said, I was made Donkey of the Day by the Breakfast Club. And then these people heard this and they started stealing. These Black women on YouTube, they started stealing from me relentlessly. And it happens to this day. Then it folded over into reality TV stars started stealing and using the colorism for promotional purposes. Then you got people like Lupita Nyong'o, never talked about dark skin, none of that. She jumped on the bandwagon. So all these, I really don't like these Black women for what they've done to me, because they're thieves and they're liars and they've stolen, and I don't respect them. They've stolen my work. I'm owed a lot of money for all of the hard work that I done put in, for my original ideas, my original intellectual property. None of these women spoke about it before. They didn't know that it was a thing to even talk about until I brought it to the fore and brought it online. And they just started stealing and stealing. And to this day, they get views off of my ideas, my original ideas, and my original work. And I don't like any of it, and I don't respect it, none of it. So that's the history of it. Now, what I'm going to ask you guys to do, because I told you I've been a dark skin activist, and as such, there's phases to dark skin activism. I just explained one of the phases with the intellectual property theft of my ideas. Another phase is the fight against Darkism online. There is a person online, and I'm going to put my Cash App in here because I'm raising funds to pay for the legal expenses that I have incurred fighting this person, and that I continue to incur. And let me just give you a little bit about it. I was attacked in a myriad of ways, online, gang stalked, at the request of this person. This person instigated, requested, and initiated his followers to threaten me. He even threatened to kill me and told his followers to threaten to kill me. And they did. And for over a year, I was gang stalked. And I had to take this person to court. And right now, currently, I cannot speak too much about it. But right now, I am still involved in the litigation. And as such, I am raising funds continuously because I have incurred a lot of financial woes with fighting Darkism. And I believe that the people who I'm helping, because I have been able to be successful in some of this stuff. If you notice that there's not the presence of this person online doing the things that he had been previously doing to Black women, threatening them, that's because of me. That's because of my year-long struggle continuously fighting this person in court. And I believe that people should support me because I've actually done the work. I didn't just come on YouTube talking about what I'm going to do. I've done it. So please go and make a donation to help with the legal expenses that I have incurred over the past year and a half. It's almost a half a year now. And the legal expenses that I continue to incur as I am still in litigation. I'm still in Again, I want y'all to understand, some of these people come on here and they just talk about what they're going to do. I'm actually in the process of doing it as we speak. So please support financially. Now, how can you support? Go to my Cash App. My Cash App is $rashidalala, and I'm going to continuously be dropping it in the live chat so that you guys can see it. Donate, please donate to my Cash App. You can You can also donate to, hold on one second. You can also donate to my PayPal. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And I'm going to be dropping that in the chat as well. So please go make a donation to either the Cash App or to the PayPal. And my GoFundMe. Let me not forget the GoFundMe. Now, the next goal is to get the GoFundMe to $11,000. We are currently at let's see, $10,000. Hold on one second, you guys. Okay. I'm going to quickly share my screen here. Give me a second, you guys. And make sure y'all like this video and share this video. Okay. As we can see, the GoFundMe, it's currently at $10,000. And I want to thank each and every last one of you that made this possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next short-term, now the long-term goal is to reach $1 million. I would love for somebody to just donate $1 million, because then I would be able to wholeheartedly do every single thing I want to do with dark skin activism, including going on a worldwide tour. So if there's somebody out there that can donate $1 million, please, by all means, do it. That's the long-term goal. I want to let you guys know that the short-term goal, and I done put in all this work, so y'all should definitely donate. Y'all should donate to a person that actually does the work. I actually do the work for real, not just coming online. I'm actually doing the work of dark skin activism, and I've been proving myself for years. The books, the plays, the tours, the litigation, the fight against darkism, against dark-skinned Black women online. Okay, I put in the work. Let's get this fundraiser to $11,000. That is the short-term goal. Remember, guys, the long-term goal is $1 million. The short-term goal is $11,000. It can be done. It can be done. So there's the financial platforms, you guys. You can go to my Cash App. It's in the chat. It's in the description to the live on my channel. You can always find my Cash App, my PayPal, and the GoFundMe in the description or the comment section on any one of the videos that I make on YouTube. Or you can go to my website, which is darkskinnedactivist.com. Once again, darkskinnedactivist.com, and you'll find my Cash App and my PayPal there. Or you can simply Google Rashida Strober GoFundMe. There is no excuse, folks. I'm going to drop the GoFundMe in the chat here. I'm dropping that GoFundMe in the chat. There we go. That's the GoFundMe link. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the screen sharing right quick. And I am going to, I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. I'm going to try not to be on here for that long. But I am going to invite people, if you want to come on, give you a few minutes to say whatever your piece is. I'm going to drop the StreamYard link in here. I'm getting back to that again, where I'm letting people come on to my platform and speak, because that's originally what I had been doing until this person that came online and decided to attack me with this foolishness. And so that person started doing all of that. Then, I said, you know what? I'm just not going to go through all of this no more. I'm not going to continue to be attacked like this. But we started a new chapter, and I want to engage as I've always wanted to engage. Yes, Bandit did. See, you said, I'm glad you're dropping StreamYard links again. Yes, I always used to have people on my live with me. And I didn't have no problems until this person that hates Black women decided to start a vicious, violent campaign against me, telling his followers to kill me, threatening to kill me, threatening to blow up my house, all kinds. So I had to take legal action, guys. That is why I'm continuing to raise funds, because I'm currently in litigation right now. So make sure you guys donate. But if you want to come on, and I'm not going to be on here that long tonight. It's 8:30. Honestly, I'll probably be signing off here by 9 o'clock. But this is a very important live, and I'm going to be dropping the link to the StreamYard again. This is an important live because, guys, there's a person, and you know who you are. You're probably listening to this. Like, you can come on if you want, because I just done dropped the link in there. I just done dropped the link in there. Oh, Game Changer. Oh, Bandit said hopefully Game Changer 00100 will jump on one of your streams at some point. Y'all always have a good convo. Yeah, Game Changer is my. I've said this before, y'all. I'm keeping 100. Game Changer is my voice crush on YouTube. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I happen to like the way he talks. I know that sounds like so crazy. It might sound crazy to y'all, but it's not crazy to me. I mean, yeah. But yeah, I'm dropping the link. Um, but I'm making this live because there's a person that came in my comment section, and he continues to ask me over and over again, about changing this. Will my movement change? Will dark skin activism change beauty standards? And this is what I've always said. I'm a very consistent person. I don't switch up unless I have a reason to, with some type of evidence that makes sense and that is right and truthful and logical. If it makes sense, then I'll switch my position. But the problem is, usually that doesn't happen. And I don't, people will say, oh, you're stubborn. Well, it's not that I'm stubborn. It's just that you haven't provided evidence strong enough to make me change my position. So, but with that being said, listen, it's not, I want you to clearly understand, especially that person, the person that continues to come in my comment section and ask me about this. Let me tell you something. Just as the title says, Black beauty standards has to be changed with Black people, not white people. White people cannot do this. White people cannot save us this time. White people can't save us. Okay? Details King West, that might be you that said that. I can't remember. Let me know something. And I dropped the StreamYard link in the chat. So if you want to come on here and speak your piece, you can. I'm going to read your comment. You said, Details King West says, Miss Strober, you seem to be fighting a noble cause, and I definitely respect that. But the unfortunate truth is racism will never go away. Okay. Well, that's another issue to deal with, but I want to address this beauty standard thing regarding Blackness, and if what I'm doing is going to change the standard in America, which was the question that I was asked in the comment section. And my answer to that question is, it's about Black people changing the beauty standard, the Black beauty standard. It's not about white people changing it. I feel like, especially in this day and time with social media, in the age of social media, where now people that previously never had no voice, we all know if it wasn't for social media, a lot of these people that we know about, we would not know anything about their ass if it wasn't for social media. But social media has given people so much access to a worldwide audience, to present their ideas, to speak on, whatever it is on their heart and mind. People that previously just didn't have a voice, they couldn't get in nowhere, they couldn't get radio stations or television stations or mainstream media to listen to them. Now anybody can come onto social media, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, the TikTok. You can go on any of these platforms and you can put forth whatever idea you have. And so that's another reason why I'm saying that Black people, because Black people could use these different platforms to create a new standard within Black beauty. Okay. And social media is probably one of the most powerful ways. Social media via the internet. Okay. I remember when they used to say this, the information superhighway. The information, and it truly is, it has become that. It has become the information superhighway. By the way, guys, y'all make sure y'all go make a donation once again to one of my 3 financial platforms. Okay. My Cash App is $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. Once again, $rashidalala. Okay. My PayPal is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. And my GoFundMe, you can find that. Hold on, y'all. You can find. I got a phone call coming in here, but I'm gonna have to answer it later. You can find my GoFundMe, guys, by simply Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe. Okay, so please make a donation, and support all of my hard work, because I'm out here working my behind off, fighting against Darkism. Okay. I got a call from one of my family members here. Got some personal issues. I'm gonna have to give him a call back. So I said I'm gonna have to. I hate to cut it short, but I might have to cut it short. But anyway, so Black people can use social media, and especially the Black men, because I've always said. That's why I've been talking to Black men from day one. Black men are the ones that can solve the colorism, darkism problem. It ain't no white men that could gonna do this. No, it ain't no white people that's gonna do this. Black men, this is how y'all solve it. This is how we change the Black beauty standards. Black men marry a dark-skinned Black woman. Hey, that's enough said right there. That's how we change the Black beauty standards, because if we see a bunch of Black men walking around here married to dark-skinned Black women, then right there we know the game done changed. Shout out to Game Changer. See, I didn't mean to even say that. Like, that's just like purely improv, okay? And I remember Game Changer claimed he got a dark-skinned girlfriend. I remember this man said that. So, again, let me rewind that back. Let me tell y'all something. If the Black man marries dark-skinned women, that is the game changer right there. I was not trying to use his name, and I was not. That just kind of just came out. I mean, I can't help that his name is Game Changer, and I just use Game Changer in an appropriate context. Okay, I can't help that. I did not do that on purpose. Okay, but seriously, that's how we change the game. You Black men have got to marry dark-skinned Black women. You cannot be just dating. You cannot be just baby mamaing. You have to marry. And when the world sees a beautiful dark-skinned woman on your arm, then we gonna know. We gonna know right then and there. And it's gonna feel so good, because we didn't look. We did not have to look. We did not have to look to anyone to tell us what to do. You know what I'm saying? We did not have to look to outsiders to make the change for us. We did it internally on our own. And that's what's going to make it even better. If we can do this thing internally on our own without having outside interference, then guess what? The people on the outside, they're going to respect it. They're going to respect it because we've set our own standard. We didn't have somebody else coming in telling us who's the most beautiful, who we going to marry, who's the most Who's the woman that we're going to marry when we get our money up? We didn't have all of that. We changed it on our own. We set the tone on our own. So it's always going to be the black man that could change. That is what I mean when I say black people got to change the standards. Black people must change the beauty standards. Why would you depend on white people to change the beauty standards for? Why would they even be interested in doing that? They don't have no self-interest in that. It doesn't make any damn sense. And that is not to say, I'm not going to sit up here and tell y'all that, you know, white folks didn't contribute to this beauty standard issue in regards to dark-skinned women being denigrated. Okay? You know, they did play a part, but the thing is this right here. We have to deal with the reality in front of us now. We have to be the ones to make the change out and get us out of our own oppression. You can't expect people that oppress you to help you get out your oppression. You gotta lead it. You must lead it, black people. So that, I hope that answers your question, because that's really this very simple answer to the question. It is that black people must be the ones to set the beauty standard. Stop looking to white people to do everything for us. They can't. Some things are impossible. There's some white people that mean well. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here, and say that, there aren't some that mean well, but they still cannot ultimately solve the problem. It has to be solved internally. I truly believe that from the bottom of my heart, because if it's solved internally, it's just like when you go out and work for something with your own hands and your own brain and you earn it. It just feels so much better rather than somebody just giving it to you. I get more value and I feel more in my feminine energy and I feel more love when a black man tells me I am beautiful and they mean it and they want it. That is what I want. It's that's why I say it has to come internally. I need that validation internally. I don't look for it without. I keep telling y'all, I started dark skin activism in large part to get the attention of the black man. It has never been about anyone else. It ain't no shade, ain't no hate on nobody else, but I have always been laser sharp focused on the black man because that is my natural counterpart. Why would I not want my natural counterpart to see me as beautiful? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, come on. People are trying their hardest hard to make black women and black men fight with each other and go through. No, we don't need to be doing all of that. No, you're supposed to marry me, black man. You're supposed to marry a dark-skinned black woman. That is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that. It's a natural thing. Stop fighting against your nature. Stop fighting. Your problem is that you're fighting against your nature. And whenever you fight against your nature, you're going to create all kind of extra problems for yourself. All kinds of extra, all these extra problems we got. But we don't have to be going through all of this, because if we stop fighting against our nature and going to do what we're supposed to do, then we will make things a lot easier on ourselves, because we're going with our nature. Okay? You're going with your nature. You're upholding black beauty. By going with your nature, you are setting the standard for black beauty, which of course is a dark-skinned black woman. So it's that simple. When the black man wakes up and realizes, okay, this is what we need to be doing, all of these things are going to change. It's a lot of things is going to change in the black community for the better. We're going to be teaching the children an example. That's so important. Teaching a child, when they see a black man and a black woman together, married, and the black woman is dark skinned, that sends a powerful message to little black boys and little dark-skinned black girls to know I am beautiful, because that black man is a part of setting the standard. Any woman that says they don't need a man to validate them, I think that's bullshit. That's my own personal opinion. It's the man is your natural counterpart. He is going to validate you, whether you say you need it or not. Just like you're going to validate him. We're going to validate each other because we're supposed to do that. I just don't understand what part of that people don't understand. Will black people just be fighting against themselves? We got all this conflict going on and fighting against ourselves, and there's no need for that. Just come on back to black. Bring your ass on back to black, and that's all it is to it. Bring your ass on back to black and be happy. Okay? Right, that's true, Daryl. I feel, but I feel like we're in a situation where we can use social media, we can use the internet, and we can promote and propel black beauty. And the black men need to do it. The black men must do it. It just means more coming from the black man. It just does. That is the way, because again, the black man and the black woman, we're each other's natural counterparts. Had not nobody came their ugly ass up in Africa with their foolishness, we would have been over there just fine. I wouldn't even be having this discussion about, oh, does the black man find me attractive because I'm dark skinned? I wouldn't even have to ask that question. People be looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about? Are you crazy? Be like, but because we're over here in America and we've stepped into this dysfunction that done lasted, generation after generation after generation, it's like, oh my God, that's why there's a need for the dark-skinned activists. Yeah. So there y'all have it. So I hope I answered your question. I'm going to get up out of here. I really hope that I answered your question, because I do want to be of help and of service. And I do want there to be a reckoning and an understanding. And I do want to see more black males marry dark-skinned black women. I do. That is what I live to see. I love the visual of it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's the most wonderful thing, since seeing a black man and a dark-skinned black woman makes my heart sing. It makes me very happy. It does, because I know that my work is done. When you talk about the beauty standards, that is the beauty standard. When I see a black man marry a dark-skinned black woman, that is the visual black beauty standard that has changed. That is the manifestation of it. Understand? All right. So that's it. That's all I have to say regarding that. Maybe I'll come back on here when I have more time. But I definitely want to, once again, invite everyone to go ahead and make a donation. Please donate to my Cash App. My Cash App is dollar. I'm gonna put the Cash App is $ rashidalala. Once again, $ rashidalala. So please go make a donation to the Cash App, or you can donate to my PayPal. And my PayPal is ice cream. Hold on one second. I'm just typing it in the chat. It's icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Once again, icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Or you can go to my GoFundMe. As you can see, I got it right up here on the screen. Someone please go help me to get this GoFundMe to, I want to reach $11,000 is the short-term goal. The long-term goal is $1 million. I said the long-term goal is 1 million. The short-term goal is 11,000. So let's make it happen. Make a donation, whether you donate to the Cash App, to the PayPal, or to the GoFundMe. I am very grateful and appreciative. What else do I need to tell y'all? That's pretty much it. But I'll be back on here again when I get some more time. And like I said, I really hope that the person that asked me this question, I hope that my answer tonight gave you some clarity in what we have to do to change the black beauty standard. It really lies in the hands of black people. Thank you for listening. The world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober.